Guys, how are we doing? And welcome back to another video. This is Matthew speaking. How are we doing today? Guys, just trimmed up the beard. Gotta get a cut soon. We're getting a bit out of hand up here, but we did this by ourselves. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments what you think about the nice beard trim from your boy. Anyways, without further ado, we are going to be talking about UFC Fight Night, Derek Lewis versus Texiera in Nashville, guys. This is going to be a little bit of a different breakdown, guys. There's not a lot of big fights on this card. We do have Tenant's hype train in Texiera fighting here. This is my heavyweight hype train, guys, and you'll see why soon why he's my hype train. First fight of the night. We have a women's fight, Fatima Klein versus Melissa Martinez. Guys, if you watch this channel consistently, day in and day out, we do not bet on women's fights. There's no reason to, because the amount of underdogs that win in these women's fights are absolutely absurd. There's no need to put her in a parlay piece or straight bet or anything, because anything can happen, guys. That being said, Fatima Klein should walk through this person and get the dub, but minus 1,200? Yeah, no. No, thank you. Fatima Klein is the pick, though, but I'm not betting her. Next fight, we got Mike Davis against Mitch Ramirez. Mike Davis has continued to widen and widen against Mitch Ramirez, which is, this line is absurd. I don't see why anyone would bet on Mike Davis minus 1,100. Makes no sense to me. Mike Davis is a good fighter. Is he minus 1,100? No, we just saw him go into a turtle shell against Faraz Ziam. He literally pulled guard as his first move in that fight, and now he's minus 1,100? You got me fucked up if you think I'm spending $1,100 on Mike Davis to win 100 back. I don't care who he's fighting. This guy pulls guard on Faraz Ziam as the first thing he does in the fight. The first 30 seconds, he pulls guard. I don't understand. Mike Davis is not a guard guy. He's not a jiu-jitsu nerd. What is he doing? Nobody knows. Mike Davis is a good striker. I don't understand what on earth he saw in Faraz Ziam or what on earth he was trying to do. Mike Davis, I am not putting money on you, and definitely not at minus 1,100. That is absurd. Mitch Ramirez has kind of got fucked by the UFC. They've really fed him to wolves for his debuts and stuff. He's not actually a bad fighter, to be honest. These odds are way too wide. Mike Davis is my pick, but I am not betting on this fight at all. There are so many better spots on this card to bet on. Next fight, we got Kennedy and Chukwu against Walter the Clean Monster Walker. Guys, this is going to be a good fight in the heavyweight division. We don't say that too many times. Kennedy and Chukwu can be gun shy sometimes, but he is so big and so long in this division and in heavyweight. Look at that reach, 83-inch reach, 6'5". This guy is an absolute monster if he throws. If Kennedy and Chukwu becomes gun shy, that pretty much means he's not going to be throwing as much because he's scared of something coming back at him. He is terrible. But when Kennedy and Chukwu lets his hands go and he's in that flow state and he's beating up the calf, Kennedy and Chukwu is a dangerous fighter in this division, and he can easily be a ranked fighter in this division, guys. He is fighting Walter Walker. This is the brother of Johnny Walker, and he's the exact opposite of Johnny Walker. He does not look majestic, first of all. He is not a striker at all, second of all. And he's a bit bigger, to be honest. Walter Walker is a good fighter, guys. He looked terrible against Lucas Bresky in his debut, but that was probably some debut jitters. Walter Walker has 2 heel hooks in the UFC, guys. He's a monster when the fight gets to the ground. Walter Walker is an absolute monster in this division. On the feet, Kennedy and Chukwu is so much better. It's just a way better fighter here, guys. Kennedy and Chukwu, I'm going to fade him here. I am going to go with the better wrestler in Walter Walker. I think he does get him down to the ground eventually, and he does sub him. Walter Walker, I think, is a really, really good ground threat in this division where a lot of guys don't really know how to wrestle, including Kennedy and Chukwu. So I think Walter Walker can take him down. He can get away from the storm of Kennedy and Chukwu in the striking. And I think Kennedy and Chukwu is going to be gun shy here. He knows Walter Walker has the takedowns and the subs coming at him. Walter Walker's my pick. I think he subs him. That's my underdog pick. Next fight, women's fight. Lauren Murphy at 58 years old against Eduardo Mora. Guys, don't bet this fight. Eduardo Mora's going to win, though. Next fight, we got Jake Matthews against Chidi and Njokuani. Very good fight here, guys. Very underrated fight. Very close in skill, these two guys, as the odds reflect. I'm going to go with the younger guy in Jake Matthews. I think he's better in the boxing combinations. Now, he doesn't throw as heavy as Chidi Bang Bang and Chuck Wu, but I think Jake Matthews has the combos, has nice leg kicks. He is very durable. He can go on for 3 rounds easily. He has great takedowns, and that's going to be the difference in this matchup. I think Jake Matthews can control this guy along the fence, and he can actually get open mat takedowns if he wants. But if he stands there in front of Chidi and Njokuani, he will get KO'd, guys. Chidi and Njokuani has huge power, absolutely enormous power. But Jake Matthews, I think, can really get in there, make it dirty with the clinch, and take him down to the ground and secure the win. Give me Jake Matthews. Next fight, we got Max Griffin against Chris Curtis. Guys, this is another good fight here. Both unks are fighting in this matchup. We got Max Griffin, a big unk at 170, and we got Chris Curtis cutting down to 170 as well. I think it's going to favor Chris Curtis in this matchup. I think his boxing's way cleaner. I think he can actually control against the fence if he wants. I don't think it'll be like that, though. I think it's going to be a stand-up fight. I think Chris Curtis can outbox this guy and get a decision victory. You may hear my retarded roommate in the background just screaming deal. He seems to do that a lot, even when we're out. We were at the bar about a month ago, and these guys drove by, and he just started yelling deal in their face. Yeah. Next fight, we got the absolute shitbag, Junior Tafa, fighting another shitbag in Tuco Tokos. Guys, this fight is dog shit, but if you've seen the physique of Junior Tafa, you got to pick him in this matchup. The guy looks fucking yoked. He's got to be on some fucking steroids or something, man. Junior Tafa is a shit fighter, but he's fighting an even shitter fighter in Tuco Tokos. I don't know who the hell to pick here, guys. Do not bet on this fight, but Junior Tafa's physique looks fucking insane. So give me Junior Tafa. I think he's just making himself better here, guys. He's losing all that fat that he didn't need in the heavyweight division. And I think Junior Tafa wins this matchup. Next fight, we have Tennant's Hype Train in the 205 division. We have Vitor Petrino against Austin the Shitbag Lane. Vitor Petrino is going to KO this guy within the first 2 rounds. Don't let those 2 losses fool you. This guy is a monster in the 205 division. I know he's moving up to heavyweight, but Vitor Petrino is a monster, and you will see why. Austin Lane, you're getting KO'd, buddy. Next fight, we got Nate the Train Landwehr against Morgan Charrier. I like this Morgan Charrier guy. I think he got robbed against Chepe Mariscal, but my roommate does not think that. Me and him had other sides in that matchup. I thought Morgan Charrier did enough, but that was not the case. But against Nate Landwehr, he's the way better fighter, better boxing, better grappling. He's better everywhere. Morgan Charrier at minus 260 is a great, great piece to play in this fight card. Next fight, we got Steve the Knockout Machine Garcia against Calvin Wash Qatar. Guys, Steve Garcia is a step down in competition from what Calvin Kattar has been fighting. I don't think it matters here, though. I think Calvin Kattar is checked out. I know he showed lots of heart in that Yusuf Zalal fight where he just got spam takedowns here. So maybe when he's standing, it's going to be a good fight. I think the odds reflect how close this fight truly is. I'm going to go with the hype train and Steve Garcia. He's been 2 in form lately. I don't think he's going to knock out Calvin Kattar, but he's going to land the more decisive shots. He could even knock him down if he wants. I think Steve Garcia will get through this guy, and he will win by decision. Next fight, we got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, the Unk, against Gabriel Bonfim. Guys, I understand Gabriel Bonfim lost to Nicholas Dalby. Nicholas Dalby is a karate-style fighter as well, just like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. But Nicholas Dalby is extremely well-rounded in the grappling and in the clinch game. Stephen Thompson is not. Wonderboy is going to get subbed here. Gabriel Bonfim is going to close the distance, and he's going to take him down and sub him. Give me Gabriel Bonfim in this matchup. And last fight, we have Derek Lewis against Tennant's Hype Train in Talison Texiera. Guys, this guy is an absolute monster. I made a lot of money on this guy in Talison Texiera, standing at 6'7". He's enormous. His striking is superb. His clinch game along the fence is superb as well. I think he's going to weather the storm of Derek Lewis early, and Derek Lewis will get tired and will be eventually finished by Talison Texiera in this matchup, guys. Welcome back to UFC Fight Night breakdowns from Tennant. Guys, I'm happy to be back. we took a weekend off, and now we're back on for about a month or so. So let's get this going, and hopefully these predictions slap and make you guys some money. Peace. We out.